Is circumcising a baby wrong? I did OB nursing for 10 years. Before you do this procedure, or anyone really, 1. It is painful. Many docs do not wait the required time to allow the anesthetic to set. They have other patients to see, and the numb medicine has a time window. 2. It is traumatic. The babies return to their parents in a sleepy state. BC we give them sugar water. Hello sugar crash. And because they screamed nearly the whole time. 3. You have no idea how many botched circs happen. Bleeding, filleting, etc. I knew one doc who basically did bottom surgery on 3 babies before they took the license. If you must have it done, have the OBGYN who does surgeries routinely or a urologist pay the money. Have it done right. Is it cheaper the first few days while inpatient? Yes. But will you cause irreparable harm to your baby boy? That's quite a gamble I wouldn't take. After assisting on hundreds of these, I wish I had the time and space to go over the issues. 1. Foreskin is there naturally. It is the default. It's not something that can be undone. Circumcisions can be botched. 1% of boys have foreskin problems they can solve when they are older. So neither is really more or less safe, and if there is something wrong with a foreskin, there are more treatment options. 2. Body autonomy. It is the job of the parent to speak for their kid from a medical sense when they are young, but removing the tip of the penis is shown to have extremely small to no medical benefits. It should be up to the boy to decide for himself. A parent have interest in their son's penis and what it should look like is strange. 3. It's not that hard to clean. You wipe the outside of it when they are in diapers, and when they are older, they pull the skin back and rinse it. It takes less than 5 seconds. As a parent, it's hands off and leave it alone. 4. Still vaccinate your kid and teach safe sex practices. A lot of the issues are solved by washing and healthy habits. 5. The covered glands and sliding skin provides sexual sensitivity. It doesn't dry out like a circumcised one, and it doesn't rub in underwear. 6. America is one of the few countries that isn't Muslim or Jewish to still circumcise at birth. Any public health service in Europe or South America doesn't cover it. Some insurance companies in the US even deem it cosmetic. So it's not a necessary surgery, especially if your religion doesn't do it as an outdated ceremony. I'm just convinced at this point that any male advocates of circumcision lean on cleanliness. They can't be bothered to wash their dick. I'd be willing that ass washing isn't a priority either, because that takes some amount of effort. Maybe butt cheek removal should be looked into. Until the 19th century, circumcision was extremely rare in majority Christian countries. It got popular because doctors said it would deter masturbation, not for hygienic purposes. It serves no purpose other than to live up to old wives' tales about madness being a consequence of touching yourself. Doing cosmetic surgery or a body mod to someone without their permission is wrong. If it's not medically necessary, I think it is wrong, but that's my opinion, I guess. I'd never get it done for my child. In certain situations it's medically needed, but the overwhelming majority of the time it's done for non-medical reasons, e.g., unnecessarily. My parents decided to not do it for me and my brother so that we would be able to decide for ourselves when we got older. I definitely appreciate that they did that. I always am in favor of giving individuals bodily autonomy. It is not medically necessary. Hard stop. It is, by all definitions, genital mutilation. You are free to do what you will. But these two facts are key to being informed. Why does some idiot moderator keep removing my reply to obligatory DRZ rider where I explain that phimosis is not something that needs to be treated in a child? At least have the guts to explain what is wrong with it, rather than silently removing it. Phimosis means a foreskin that cannot be retracted. It is normal in a male child. It does not need to be treated. Diagnosing phimosis as a reason to circumcise a baby is always malpractice. Adult phimosis is fairly rare, but sometimes happens, and if it causes a problem, it can usually be cured by non-surgical treatments. There are also surgical treatments that do much less damage than circumcision. I've had 2 exes that had botched circumcisions and it's affecting them still. Pensive face. One had Ed and the others had numerous issues. Being crooked, Ed, etc. Seeing the emotional impact alone from this, I would never recommend it. According to my morals, yes. Any unnecessary mutilation of another person is wrong. It's even more wrong when done to a baby. Ethically, emo. Yes, doing something like that to a person who aren't capable of consent is not something I can see as anything else but wrong. An emo can't be justified with religion or tradition for the same reason. To be fair, I have the same view on baptism. Circumcision is an obsolete practice if there is no medical need. For several generations in America now, people, especially dads, have said, "My dad was circumcised, and he had me circumcised, so I'll have my son circumcised," without questioning this practice at all. We have soap and clean running water in nearly every bathroom now. So circumcision is totally unnecessary. I wouldn't say it is wrong, necessarily. That is to say, it doesn't seem morally reprehensible the way female circumcision does. It is a legitimate medical procedure under certain circumstances. But I personally wouldn't risk it on my child. Yes, mutilating the genitals of a person who cannot consent should be illegal. No aesthetic surgical procedures should be performed on any child under 18 under any circumstances. Exceptions would require psychological or medical concerns, such as an ear tuck or cleft palate repair. There is no medical or psychological benefit to circumcision. Yes, it's wrong. Give me one good reason for doing it and I don't want to hear religion or, "We've always done it." If you want to say it's always been done, then I want to bring back ritual sacrifice, and guess who's the lucky one? Yeah, imagine telling someone who can consent that you're gonna cut a piece of their wiener off. Do you think they'd just give you permission because you said so? Poor little baby can't even say yes or no. I really hate the fact that I am circumcised and wish I wasn't, but I didn't get a choice.
Yes.
It's totally wrong. Don't do it. Don't mutilate your child. MGM or FGM is weird and prehistoric, and you people need to stop considering it normal. I include FGM with MGM because some people consider FGM normal and perfectly reasonable, like MGM.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.